Hey divas, welcome back to my channel, The Beauty Main, and today's video is another highly requested video, and it is my eyebrow routine. Although I do have two other eyebrow routines on my channel, this one is the most updated one, and it's because I'm showing you how I use the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil. This is the pencil that I use now to fill in my brows. I have a review on this. I'll put the link to it below, but this brow pencil has really changed the brow game for me indefinitely. So yeah, but I just want to put a little disclaimer out there because I know that eyebrows are such a very sensitive and controversial subject, especially on Instagram and YouTube, and how a lot of the makeup artists really don't like the I guess overly concealed, fresh, crisp, perfect, drawn in eyebrows. And so it's like this big controversy over, you know, having well sculpted brows versus a more natural brow. Now I'm just letting you know that this tutorial is not telling you that this is the only way and that this is the #1 way to do your eyebrows. This tutorial is showing you how I, Charmaine, aka the Beauty Main, does my eyebrows, and I'm using this as a guideline, and plus it was a highly requested video, so I'm just giving the people what they want. I'm not saying that the way that I do my eyebrows is the only way and the best way to do the eyebrows. By far, those words did not come out of my mouth. It is, like I said, a tutorial on how I do my brows, okay? The products that I'm using, I'm going to show you all the products that I'm using in this video so you can go ahead and see what I'm doing, because the video kind of just jumps right into it. So as you know, I use the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil. Of course, you don't have to have this pencil. You can use any brow pencil that you want, but this is the one that I'm using. I got a double-ended spoolie and an angled brush. If you don't have the double-ended one and you just have a spoolie and a angled brush, then that'll do. You can have the two instead of the one, but I just love how this is a combo and it just makes life easier. I have a brow powder, and this is the Milani brow powder. I got a flat liner brush. I have a concealer that is 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, and I have the foundation that matches my skin tone. So those are all the products that I use to achieve the brow that I do myself, how I do my brows. But yes, divas, if you want to see how I achieved these brows here, please go ahead and do yourself a favor and continue to watch. I'm going to take our double-ended spoolie, and we are just going to take the angled brush side, and we're going to dip our brush into the powder just to get a little bit of powder on the end of this brush. I do that just in case I make a mistake, and instead of going over the mistake with the pencil, I just go over the mistake with the powder, if that makes any sense. I'll probably make a mistake in this video, and you'll probably get to see why I do this. So you take your spoolie and you groom your eyebrows. I usually groom the front. I brush it up, and I brush the rest out to the side. Next, I take my IT Cosmetics Brow Pencil, upside down, my IT Cosmetics Brow Pencil, and I twist it up. I don't twist it up all the way. And I start to outline my brow. I outline the bottom of my brow. I just outline the natural shape. I don't try to make my brow bigger or thicker than they already are. As you see, I just outlined the bottom part of my two brows. And I want you to keep in mind that brows are not supposed to be twins, they're more sisters. As you can see, my brows are different, and I'm not going to try to change that because that's how you end up making your brows look extra crazy. What I do after that is I'm going to outline the top of my brow. Once again, I'm using light strokes to do this, and I'm not creating a new shape. I am just literally tracing the shape of my natural brow. As you can see, I'm not taking the pencil all the way across from the end part. I'm just starting from maybe 3/4 of the brow, and I'm working my way across. And I'll show you why I do that. I'm going to take the pencil still, and I'm going to fill in the brows. As you see, I'm using light strokes. I'm not pressing down too hard, just light strokes. And then when I get to the front of the brow, do you remember how I took the spoolie and I brushed it up? Well, I'm going to take the pencil and just flicker it up as well. We're going to take the spoolie and we are going to blend out our brows, blend out the product that was on the brow. Now when it comes to the front part of the brow, we're going to brush it up again. And you see right here at the very beginning how it kind of looks a little boxy-ish. Just slightly, just blend it out just a little bit. This is how it looks when it's blended, and this is unblended. Now, this is one of the reasons why we put the powder on the brush. So we're just going to take the brush where we left it, the little open space when we didn't trace it all the way over, and we're just gonna take our brush and just run it across. That everyone's brows are different. Your brows are different from my brows, so some of these steps that I do you may not have to do. Then we're going to take our flat liner brush and some concealer, preferably a concealer about 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone, and we are just going to clean up underneath the brow. Using a concealer 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin tone actually helps to act as a natural brow highlight, especially if you are about to do your eyeshadow. And as you see in the majority of my videos, I rarely use a brow highlight because I already have one that I've created with the concealer. And take your finger and blend it out. No harsh lines. Now for the top top of the brows. You can use the same concealer that you use under your underneath, but what I like to do is I like to use the foundation that I am wearing for the day, and I clean up the top of my brows with the foundation. I do that because I don't want that obvious harsh concealer line, like the halo effect on the eyebrows. So it just helps your brows look a little more natural. So I just, you know, dip my brush into the foundation. I don't take too much because you don't need a lot. And you basically do the same thing that you did underneath the brow, you do it on top of the brow with the foundation that you're wearing for the day. Now, of course, you don't have to do this. You can continue to wear the concealer or use a concealer that is the exact color as your skin tone. Here goes that mistake that I was telling you about. So this already has the powder on it, and I'm just gonna clean up my mistake. Sometimes you over conceal your brow, and that's okay. And you just take the pencil, the other half of your spoolie with the angled brush with the powder on it, and you just clean that up. You just run a line across and clean up that mistake. And there you have it, divas. There is my finished brow. As you can see, my brows are not the same, and it may look like it takes a lot, but since I was talking through it and showing you step by step, it took a little longer than, you know, it usually is for me. I usually just do it really, really fast now that I've gotten, you know, better, and now that I've learned my brows a lot faster to do. Hope this helped, and you divas have an amazing day. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.